Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life and welcome to my new series, Scrappy Lunch Date. So this was inspired by Janet at RTS. She did one called Layout Lunch Date where she worked through a bunch of different layouts. Now, I'm going to have a few that are like that, but I wanted mine to be more just taking a chunk of time. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but a chunk of time with you guys twice a month and just kind of letting you see what I do sometimes when there's no camera rolling and how I know what to do next. And so to start it off, my plan is to look through this bin and decide what I want to do with it so I can unload it and start storing some layouts in there until they can get into their albums. I am like 9 albums behind in putting stuff away. So I've got a bunch of layouts just hanging out. Now this particular one I believe is a kind of a mixture of layouts that never got fully completed and ones that I took out of the albums because I decided I didn't love them as much as I thought I had. So here's an example of one I had started to work on, and as you can see it has not changed. The point of this one was to document how when they were babies, when she was a baby and then she was a little bit older, and I actually am wondering if I can snap another one of them because not that they nap on the couch much. Jackson doesn't nap at all, but I might be able to grab another one. But this is almost done. I mean, the foundation of it is, but nothing else. So this is just a layout that needs to get finished, put together. This is one I had created way back in like my very first 30 days of sketches. Was one of my favorite layouts of doing it as well. And I never glued it down. So when I went to move it, everything fell out. And it all fell onto this next page. So thankfully I snapped a photo of it so I can go ahead and re-glue it all together and make it work. And here's one where I started it and I just don't like it. I don't know. Do you ever have layouts like that where you're just like, this isn't really for me? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. So I don't think I've documented these photos again yet. It's got a ton of stitching, so I feel like I can probably salvage it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the let's finish this layout. Get these over there too. This one, I think it just needs some stitching. I don't know, this one's not that bad. Yeah, I'm good with this one. I think I think why this is in here is I had a different plan for these photos and how I wanted to document them. I wanted it to be more playful than this has turned out. But you know what? I'm good with this. So I'm just gonna do a quick thing of stitching and call this one good. This one just needs some gluing down and some stitching, maybe a few extra embellishments. So I'm good with that one. This one is just an empty piece of pattern paper to be used for my next thing. Look, here's a layout that I wanted to start and it never got done. So that's an easy one to just slide on over here. Okay, here's another one that was a layout I had wanted to start. I grabbed some stuff for it, but then never finished it, along with this one. Okay, so that's what those ones are. We're gonna let those ones be. These ones are ones when I combined my albums from being just about Jackson versus our whole family album. I pulled them out because they either weren't my favorite or I just didn't feel like they fit or I didn't know. A little time has passed, so we'll see what I think. I love this and I still want to document this. I think my problem with this layout is how flat it is, but really I don't think it's that bad. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in, I'll revisit it maybe, add a few things to it, some journaling, but I don't think this is that bad of a layout. So I'm gonna put it actually off to the different side. This one was Jackson's first snow day. I think I didn't like the size of it. I don't know. I think this one might be a re-scrap. I know some of you are gonna be like, what are you doing? But I didn't tape it down that well, so I'm gonna put this into this side, which is gonna be re-scrapping. This is a layout I created for Spiegelbone Scraps, and I just wasn't happy with it. I'm okay with it now, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I didn't do all of his months, so it actually makes me think that I should put this in a whole different section, find a photo from each one of his months, and document his month stage. So that's going to go in a whole different section. This one, I think it's the same problem. It's so flat, and there's not a whole lot of journaling. I don't think this is journaling. Nope. So I'm just going to slide it aside with the hat one. This one I know is a re-scrap. I just want to re-scrap that one. This one too. This one too. This one, again, it's just flat, so I feel like if I add a few things, it'll probably be okay. So I'm going to put that over on the other side. This one is a re-scrap. I don't like the way it turned out. Just a random photo there. There's not really anything wrong with this one. It just needs to go into my my album about myself and do the journaling. So I'll just go ahead and, oh, a bunch of just about me. I wonder why these are in here. Oh, look, there's this one. That's going to be a re-scrap. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh, there's a bunch. Okay, so there is a bunch of things that are just for me. I feel like, you know what I think some of these are I feel like they could just be in a traveler's notebook. So I'm going to put that over there. This one just never got done, or I wanted to do a companion layout because there's my mom holding Jackson and then my mom holding Nora. So I'll put that here. Let's see. This one just needs a couple extra things. This one I think I like to re-scrap. This one needs to just go on a traveler's notebook, so I'm going to put it in the re-scrap one. This one, I don't know. I think I just don't like them, to be honest with you. This one's missing something, but that's just one about myself. There's some pattern paper just hanging out. These are ones that are just meant to be in my own album, and they just aren't in them. So this is a super easy one to just simply transfer into my album about myself. So that's super easy. I'm just going to go ahead and slide that into my little section and get that out of the way. And then we'll focus on what we think we should do today. Obviously, I'm only going to do one thing. So at least I have 3 different piles, so I know where to go. And there's that extra little piece there. And I think what I'm going to do is these are re-scraps. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this story in a traveler's notebook with you today. I think that is a good first Scrappy lunch date, but I have everything else kind of separated on how I want them to be. And these ones I can work on. Maybe we'll do one of these during the end of the month, and we'll see where to go with the rest of them. So let me slide this back in here. And I'm going to grab out my traveler's notebook and we can redo this story.